guess the craziest story was North Louisiana, about 5 o'clock in the evening, waiting on the gentleman to come home. We see the truck. We're sitting at a volunteer fire department. Truck pulls in front of us, goes to the house. We wait 15, 20 minutes, let them get in, get settled. We head to the house. Well, I go around to the back because behind the house is absolutely nothing but cane fields. So if this guy runs in that cane field, gets by me, he's gone. So father-in-law approached the front. I can hear them talking. So I come walking around the side of the house. Grandma or mom raised up a double-barrel shotgun, goes, "Where'd you come from?" And I pretty much froze at that point. I was very glad to make it home that night. And we got him and brought him back with us.
For nearly 3 decades, Alan Hudson has earned a living following fugitives who flee. He's among the nation's estimated 15,000 fugitive recovery agents, also known as bounty hunters, who are tasked with locating individuals who have skipped out on their day in court. His wife Michelle is also in the industry, a second-generation fugitive recovery agent.
Yes, there are a lot of bounty hunters or alleged bounty hunters that have made the mistakes that has caused the industry a bad name.
The bad name she's referring to is a stigma caused by rogue roundups, from wrong house raids to shots fired. From Texas to New York, news reports around the country detail dangerous situations where those roundups went wrong. In Dallas this year, police locked up 3 bounty hunters on felony charges, accused of arresting and kidnapping the wrong man. In Louisiana, police arrested 3 bounty hunters, charging them with felonies after they allegedly kicked in the door of an LSU graduate student. She locked herself in the bathroom of her apartment, and prosecutors say they kicked that door in too, before realizing they were at the wrong apartment. And when weapons are involved, the tension only grows. In New York, a conviction. An unlicensed bounty hunter sentenced to 2 months in prison when he went into the wrong complex armed with a long gun. In Houston, a 2021 raid at the wrong place resulted in shots fired and 3 bounty hunters arrested.
Do you just not do it, or what do you do? Because we're seeing time and time again where people go into the wrong house.
If you're not 110% sure the person you are looking for is behind that closed door, you don't go in. They think they can come in like the old Wild Wild West and just come in, grab somebody, and bust down a door and go, "Oh, I'm sorry, it was the wrong door."
Our national investigative team found many of these problems may be attributable to spotty and inconsistent regulations across the nation when it comes to bounty hunting. Illinois, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Oregon, and Wisconsin have completely or effectively outlawed the practice of commercial bail bonds and fugitive recovery.
Josephine, can you come to the door, please?
And she's here, why? Why'd she come to Oregon?
She's here because she believes that we're not going to come up here and come get her. So.
And what kind of authority do you have to go get her?
None.
So what are you doing here then?
Well, we're just going to ask her politely if she'd like to come with us.
Where it is allowed, the practice isn't always regulated. We found more than a quarter of states, shown here in red, have no rules on the books specific to bounty hunting.
Well, a man has been arrested after the Shiawassee County Sheriff's Office says that he tried to pull over other drivers, claimed to be a bounty hunter.
While these in yellow regulate it by limiting permission to licensed bond persons or private investigators.
While they don't need to get a warrant the way the police do, the agent will have to have documents relevant to this case when they apprehend someone.
In states that do have laws specific to bounty hunting, many require some form of licensure, often overseen by the State Department of Insurance. But there is still a patchwork of rules. While most require bounty hunters be felony-free and spend some number of hours in training classes, even the minimum age and what they can call themselves can vary. For example, in Arkansas, it is illegal to identify yourself as a bounty hunter, but in neighboring Tennessee, that title must be prominently displayed on an agent's clothing. Many agents are allowed to wear tactical gear, carry IDs that look like badges, and keep guns strapped to their side, making them often look like the police but without the same training and guardrails.
What do you think needs to change?
What I think needs to change is regulation of fugitive recovery agents in general.
This man is a member of the National Association of Fugitive Recovery Agents, a trade organization for the bail bond fugitive recovery industry, also known as NAFRA. He did not want his face on camera, asking not to be identified due to the sensitivity of his work with wanted suspects. He would like to see a federal mandate blocking bounty hunters from dressing up as the police, something that only a handful of state regulations directly address.
They need to be regulated and not be allowed to wear that kind of stuff or go in guns blaring, going in what's called hot.
We try to maintain professional standards throughout the industry.
Chuck Jordan is the president of NAFRA. For years, he's been trying to get more uniform standards on the books.
We have advocated to try to have some consistency in the regulations throughout the U.S.
Regulations that would apply across America to stop what's been happening from coast to coast.
In some states, they are lightly regulated or, not regulated at all for the most part.
In recent years, his organization approached members of Congress to make changes, but his push fell on deaf ears, and no one was interested in making changes to the $2 billion industry.
But as far as getting all the different states on board, it's quite difficult to get everybody on the same page.
While there are no federal regulations on bounty hunting, Jordan says they can revoke memberships to their organization.
There's around 20 people nationwide that are suspended or revoked as far as their memberships go.
If someone is convicted or accused of excessive force, or if an individual is arrested and charged with misconduct related to their work.
That's something that we keep internally, and then somebody would have to make an inquiry to, check to see if they were in good standing, in order to, learn that information.
Although the number of violent encounters are slim compared to the amount of fugitives who are arrested without incident, Jordan says the failure to address problems allows those who get in trouble in some states to go elsewhere and continue working. State regulators could check with his organization before licenses are issued, but he says they don't.
And we would certainly be open to that, but normally if we have a contact through from the government, it's somebody in law enforcement, there's been some sort of an issue and they're asking us if this person is a member in good standing. That's usually the point of inquiry that we would have.
For Alan Hudson and his wife Michelle, who work on the front lines, they strive to be careful and aware.
You don't just run in somewhere thinking you know best and you don't know best. That's either you're going to get killed or somebody else is going to get killed, and we don't want that bad stigma on the recovery agent's name.